Hello and welcome to a brand new world. This world is an ice spikes only world. I dug up some dirt before going into the cave to look for a mine shaft. My luck was insane since I immediately found a mine shaft. I started mining up wood to get tools, and I somehow discovered diamonds when I only had a stone pick. Then I mined up some iron to make a pickaxe and a shield, so I went to mine up the diamonds that I found. And I mined up cobwebs to make a bed, and I discovered even more diamonds. Then I started mining aimlessly. Then I mined some iron. Following this, I dug down and found some lava. And I built a nether portal. And I gathered mushrooms in the nether. And I mined up some gold to get a helmet. And with these red mushrooms, I can now make mushroom stew, which isn't the best food source because it doesn't stack. Following this, I started digging down to look for diamonds. And my luck was insane since I found 2 veins of diamonds within like 20 blocks. So I crafted leggings and a chest plate. And I killed an enderman. And I got some more diamonds from the cave to make boots. Then after a bit of exploring, I decided to leave the cave. Once at the surface, I decided to start exploring. I got very lucky and I discovered some sugarcane. Then I mined iron in a mountain cave. I lost a lot of my footage, but now I'm in the nether and I've got some blaze rods at a fortress. And I killed a hoglin for some food. Then I was trying to kill this baby hoglin, but then I accidentally swiped a piglin and then I almost died. Because of the piglin incident, my heart rate went up in real life, so I had to chill in this corner and cook some food. Then I traded with some piglins. So I started heading back to my original portal, because I actually entered through a different portal, but I decided to go back to my original one at spawn. And I killed an enderman. Thankfully the footage of me watching these piglins dance is still alive. Once in the overworld, I started looking for a place to set up shop. Then I discovered an insane mountain. And I also discovered a ruined portal. Once at the top of the mountain, I discovered another mountain, so I decided to set up shop halfway between the 2 mountains. Then I finally got seeds from the grass. And I built another portal at my base. And here I did a bit of deforestation, so that I could make chests to store my loot. And I started a mini farm underground. Then I went to the nether to get some bones. Because of all those bones, now I've got enough food, so now I'm digging a mine. Then I gathered up some wood for ladders and torches. Then I made it to deep slate layers and I found a cave. And in that cave I found diamonds. And I discovered a dungeon, however there wasn't a golden apple inside. You see, the reason why I want to get a golden apple is so then I can cure a villager. You see, I can't get villagers in my Ice Spikes world, so I need to cure a zombie villager to get villagers. Then I changed my mind. I decided to go to the stronghold instead. And by some miracle, I discovered a spruce tree on the hill. These are extremely rare, and also I got 7 saplings from this one tree. Then I discovered the stronghold, and I found 3 apples in one of the chests. And then I discovered the portal room. I wasn't ready to beat the dragon yet, so I decided to make a portal. And I found a library. And I destroyed loads of bookshelves so I could make an enchanting table back at home. I decided to search the stronghold for the second bookcase room, but I couldn't find it. But I did find some endermen. And I found a zombie villager. I didn't have a flint and steel, so I had to use lava and wood to light the portal. Then once in the nether I got returned to sender. And I started digging towards home. When I got back I emptied my stuff. And I grew my first big spruce tree. And I grew some more wheat for bread. Then I spent the night killing mobs and looking for a zombie villager. But instead I only found a chicken jockey! Then I chopped down another tree. Then I started digging out an area to build a base. And I built an enchanting table. And I almost died to this zombie with a spear. Then I got some obsidian from my original cave so I can make the actual enchanting table. After placing my enchanting table down, I decided to look for enchants. So I spent another night unsuccessfully looking for a zombie villager. But I did see some flowers, and I found a ruined portal. So I dug out more of my base. Then I searched for a zombie villager again. But then the sun rose, and I was unsuccessful. But I did find a ruined portal. Then I went to the nether to get more bones. But then my pickaxe broke, so I had to go back. However, take 2 was way more successful. When I returned home, I made more bread. Then I went out looking for another zombie villager and I was yet again unsuccessful. But then I did mine some sand for glass bottles. Because I couldn't find any zombie villagers in the night, I changed up my strategy to go strip mining. But instead I got diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. Then I found a cave, and I found diamonds in the cave, and a skeleton spawner, and also an iron vein in a nearby cave. Then I began digging out the dungeon to make an XP farm. Fortunately this took ages because I'm using iron pickaxes with no enchants. But halfway through the build I had to go back and get some more food. Yeah, then it's pretty boring, I just dig out the rest of this room when I get back. And if you ever need an encouragement to decorate your farms, I just found diamonds because I chose to decorate my farm. You see, I wouldn't have discovered these diamonds otherwise. And luckily my farm had the right dimensions for water. Then I finished up the farm. Then I tested it out and it worked. Whilst I was editing everything you just watched, I acquired 3 stacks of bones. And I killed some more skeletons. And I turned all my bones into bone blocks. And I yet again made more bread for myself. And I spent another night mob hunting. And still no zombie villager. Then I enchanted a book and got Silk Touch. And I got Efficiency 4, Silk Touch, and Unbreaking 3 on my pickaxe. And I got Prot 4 and Breaking 3 on my pants. Then I added a grindstone and an anvil to my enchanting area. And I got a Prot 4 chestplate. And I got Looting 3 on my sword. I did more digging. And I brewed up some weakness potions. And I got a potato from killing a zombie that night. And I found another spruce tree which I don't really need, so I'm going to leave it in nature. I discovered yet another ruined portal. Then I decided to start farming potatoes. Then I went to the caves to look for a zombie villager and to get some ores. Like this lapis for example. And I also lit up loads of the caves. And I got glowberries and a golden apple from this minecart chest. And I also killed some endermen. After all that mining I got to 32 levels, so I did some enchanting. And I got a pretty nice pickaxe. Then I gathered up some spare books that I got at the stronghold to build a new enchanting table. And I crafted a perfect fortune pickaxe minus mending. So I started killing skeletons for XP. I got sharpness 4 on a sword. And a pretty good pair of boots. And I got another good sword. I got an efficiency 4 book which completes my perfect Silk Touch pickaxe. Then I combined some swords together. Then I started gathering up resources to make a crop farm. And just like that my food problems are over. So I gathered my weakness potions and my golden apple so I can go back to the stronghold to heal the villager. Upon arrival I healed the villager. Whilst waiting I went and gathered up some ores. And just like that I got Zombie Doctor. And here he is. Then I mined up some ice. So I can fill up this tube with ice. Then I can break the ice and get a bubble column. Then I started tearing up some ice spikes. And this ice is going to be for a new iceboat highway between the stronghold and my base. So I started laying the foundations for it. So I started installing blue ice on the bridge. And I put some buttons on the blue ice. And I started installing fences on the bridge. Following the completion of the bridge, I started digging out a tunnel through this mountain. I took a break from building to enchant some tools. And I got a perfect chestplate. And I also got an insane amount of bones whilst I was at the farm. Whilst building the iceboat highway, I saw a wandering trader, so I traded with him. But I didn't have enough emeralds, so I chopped down some trees. And I turned my original villager into a Fletcher. And with those emeralds, I bought 4 dark oak saplings. And I grew my first dark oak tree. Whilst I was working on the iceboat highway, I discovered a pillager patrol, and I got an ominous bottle from the captain. Later on, I was chopping down a tree, and I discovered a zombie villager, so I cured him. Then I got some potatoes, and I did a bit of smelting. And here I started work on building a house for the villagers to live in. And in case you're wondering, I got these beds from wool that I got from string. The house is fairly basic, but at some point I'll improve it. Lost the footage for it, but I got these 2 zombie villagers in this shack. So I cured both of the zombie villagers in the shack. By the time they were ready, it was nighttime, so they basically just walked to their prison. Then I crafted a lectern. And I tried to get mending. And after about 3 minutes of trying, I got it. I made one of my other villagers a Fletcher and I traded for emeralds. And I got a whole load of mending books, which I applied to my chest plate, my boots, my leggings, my 2 pickaxes, and finally my sword. I went to the skeleton farm to heal up my pickaxe, Then I started grinding levels, and I finally got a good helmet, with mending on it. Also, I finally finished my high-speed ice boat highway. And whilst I'm transporting this villager back to base, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. And also stay tuned for episode 2.